Welcome to season
1, 2, 3, 4, 5
of Meet the Drapers, the world's largest international business plan competition.
We're going global.
We traveled the globe, scouring the US, India, Taiwan, Portugal, Canada, and Brazil for their best and brightest entrepreneurs.
This is amazing.
Every week, these entrepreneurs will compete against their countrymen for a chance to make it to our international semi-finals and then on to finals to compete for a $1 million investment from Tim Draper himself.
The crystal ball ultimately chooses.
But here's the twist. Your favorite business eliminated too early? Vote them back into the finale to get a second chance in front of judges Tim, Polly, and Bill Draper, as well as their VIP guest judges. Let the games begin.
Hey, welcome back to Meet the Drapers. This is our second episode of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th season. This season, we are going all the way around the world. Today's show is really just about California. We've got some great judges, Bill Draper and my sister Polly. Our guest judge today is Scott McNealy. Scott was the founder of Sun Microsystems, and he did it from the very beginning. He built it all the way up. He now runs something called Curriki, which allows all of you out there to create curriculum that can be used on a standard platform. Scott has also been on the show before, so he is already considered a Draper. So welcome to the show, Scott.
It's nice to be a Draper. I just hope I'm written into your will. Thanks, buddy.
It might be in small print. Great to have you, Scott. You have gotten to become quite an expert in education. How has the world of education changed? How are you trying to change it? What's it going to look like in 10 years?
You know, with all of the advances in technology and the changes in the world landscape, you become skills obsolescent at about a rate of 15 to 20% per year. And so lifelong learning has become an absolutely critical component of staying useful and valuable in the workforce. The concept of being able to stop what you're doing in life to get better at something is just untenable for most people, and you're going to have to do it. We call it K to grade. You're going to have to keep training yourself, and the tools and the network and technology are going to be the way we deliver that kind of learning experience to people at all times.
Terrific. So let's bring on the first entrepreneur. But before we do, let's see what's going on behind the scenes.
Hi, I'm Tom Zerega, the founder and CEO of Magnetic 3D. I started Magnetic 3D with the idea that eventually this technology would make it to the home. You know, when I think about the future, I think about the movies I saw in the 80s, like Back to the Future, where Jaws is coming off and eating Marty McFly off the side of the billboard. That's the future that we're going towards. And if you look at it, it's a future that doesn't require a headset or 3D glasses to experience holographic 3D content. We imagine in the not so distant future, because of the tech that we're developing today, it's no longer science fiction, that you'll be surfing the internet in 3D. It's a big world out there. A lot of people have different perspectives. As an entrepreneur, I feel like I share the same view of the world as Tim, and that's really important. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to come here to pitch our company. Tim would be an awesome partner, and couldn't think of anybody better to work with. No matter what, something's going to be gained today, and I'm excited to be here.
Well, let's hear from our first entrepreneur, Tom Zerega from Magnetic 3D.
Our company solves an age-old problem that's kept 3D in the movie theaters for over 100 years, the need to wear 3D glasses. Consumers love 3D, but nobody really wants to wear the 3D glasses, right? Why not? Well, let's face it, the glasses
They look good on you.
Yeah, they look ridiculous. They give people nausea, headaches, eye strain, and then of course you got VR, right? And VR does promise to bring 3D to the masses, but there's a catch. Everybody needs to get a headset so they can experience the content. What if you didn't actually have to wear the device at all. We've come up with a platform that's a game-changing solution. We can take a lens and put it on a TV, and our device wears the glasses instead of the viewer. And you're looking at it right here, holographic 3D content that appears to float in midair like magic.
That's great.
Interesting.
And with these VR and 3D superpowers, we're going to make the metaverse more accessible without having to wear glasses or a headset.
Is it only with graphical content, or can it be like movies or whatever?
We can do anything. Yeah, we can take 3D movies and put them into this format. We sell proprietary 3D displays, software, and content to the world's largest brands. And now we're licensing our enterprise tools to customers such as agencies and artists so that they can produce this content in our format. We will scale this company by over 100-fold by offering these tools as a service. So the market size for this is pretty incredible. We're talking $1 trillion market opportunity between hardware, software, and content. And we are the premium solution, carving out our niche as the Tesla of TV. That's because glasses-free 3D is really a transformative technology that cuts across a number of different verticals.
It's all business to business. You're not trying to get to the consumer, because eventually, as a consumer, I'm going to want to have this.
Just at South by Southwest a couple weeks ago, for the first time, we put our screens up and we had a QR code on it for customers to whitelist to get an NFT with the display. And we actually managed to get over 50 signups.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good timing.
That is cool.
You know, the reality is that this technology is going to make it into the home with 3D and NFTs, because art is really the intersection.
How much are they?
We charge about $7,000 for this unit, and then $20 a month for maintenance and support. That contract goes for about 3 years.
How do you activate the 3D capabilities?
So there's a passive lens that's optically bonded to the front of the display, and we serve up a number of different views of content. So wherever you're standing, within about 140 degrees of viewing, you'll pick up the 3D content automatically.
It's taken you a lot of money to get here, right?
Yeah.
How much have you raised?
$3 million. Yeah.
Oh,
Not too bad.
As much as I thought.
Do you have any of it left?
Any of it left? No. I put all my blood, sweat, and tears into this thing. So, yeah, I think at this point we really need to raise capital to bring on.
How much?
Are we raising? $6 million.
Would you be able to do this with like a Super Bowl?
Yes. I mean, if we took our tools and licensed them, right now we're working in theme parks with a lot of the entertainment companies. If we sell horizontally into them, they could start using our tools to do broadcast TV.
Is it a couple of layers of content, or is it a continuous thing?
It's continuous. We actually film the content with 9 cameras at the same time.
Right.
And by doing that, we create natural motion parallax, because we're getting different views of content in front of the display.
What would be the cost for, they're coming out with the new Top Gun, to take that movie to 3D? How long and how expensive would it be to do that?
So the good news is we actually know a lot of the companies that work in this area, and we've actually tested their conversion. They use a lot of conversion technology to take 2D and make it into 3D.
I didn't know that was even possible. They can take a regular 2D movie and turn it into 3D.
Oh yeah. Even movies like Marvel, they have thousands of animators that work for months at a time taking those shots and rotoscoping out and cutting out the characters and painting everything back in. That 2D to 3D conversion process is completely compatible with our technology.
Wow.
Yeah. If we were added as an extension to the movie and they wanted to output in this format, it's probably an incremental cost to just format slightly for this version of the screen. So maybe an extra 10% on what they're spending.
So how are you going to sell this? You're going to start with these SaaS opportunities?
Yes.
And they're going to pay you, well, are they paying you $7,000 a unit plus $20K a month, or are they paying you like some other way?
Right now, most companies are buying the screens from us outright. We're working with really large companies. They're putting us into their budgets. But ultimately, if we want to scale, I think like a lot of companies right now on the hardware side are doing platform as a service. So what we'd like to do is bundle the screen with the software and the tools so that they can go ahead, buy these, and pay a monthly fee.
Do you have any revenues now?
Yes. Yeah, the company's done over 8 million in sales over our history. And we're doing about 50 to 60,000 a month right now. Honestly, we're getting so many leads in, we can't get back to all of them for the technology. So we're trying to bring on more salespeople, and that's what we need the capital for.
But 50 to 60K means you're doing like, less than $1 million a year.
Yeah.
And you've done 12 million over this time. So clearly there was another product or another life.
Yeah, well, we got hammered with COVID.
Nobody could see it. So 2018, what were the revenues in 2018?
We've pretty much been at 50 to 60,000, and then we've had big projects that have happened. We did the Hard Rock Hotel. We did their guitar hotel with a 100-inch screen. Scanned in the top 10 guitars from their collection. Brought Bob Marley back to life playing in the lobby, and they spent close to $500,000 working on that project to put in 100-inch 3D displays in the hotel. So we've had moments where we've done big deals like that.
What does it cost you to make that?
$2,000 to $2,500, depending on the volume.
So the margins are 70%.
Yeah, we do pretty well.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Great.
But
well,
listen,
thanks
wait a
so
minute,
much.
wait a minute. I object.
Okay.
You are showing his book and not my book.
we can fix this problem. That's something I can do.
Okay.
All right, now, thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Thanks
So good to
much
see
for
you.
coming
Thank
on
you very
Meet the
much.
We'll be right back on Meet the Drapers.